Good afternoon. I'm Tom Tripoli, and I'm here on your golf course at number 16, where we have one of our annual projects taking place. And to walk us through that, I'm here with your superintendent, Stephen Storks. Stephen, if you will, can you take us through the process as well as the progress that's been made thus far on this important progress?
Yeah, thank you, Tom. So the process, it's a multi-step process. You can see we started here by building a work pad. This work pad was necessary because we can't work from the top down, obviously, with the green already being constructed. We don't want to damage anything up top. So we built this work pad. It goes out about 15, 16 feet, 2 feet high of fill dirt. And they made sure they compacted it nicely so it holds up well during the summer with all the summer rains. And then they cut in about 6 inches of 57 stone. The 57 stone is what the rock is going to be stacked on top of. It provides a firmer, stable surface for the rock. Once the rock is stacked too high, they will install this black fabric behind the rock. The black fabric is actually the support of the wall. It actually works as the wall. The rock is more of veneer or kind of for beautification purposes. But once the fabric is installed, we'll have 57 stone about 3/4 of the way up, and then fill dirt the rest of the way. They'll also be removing the old block as they're working their way around once we get the rock stacked too high. So any block, old block below the second rock will stay in place, and that'll stay in place. It'll add for extra support.
In addition to the project on number 16, we have 2 bridges that will also be taking place. One is the bridge from 7 fairway to 7 green, and then the bridge from 14 to 15. We're standing just adjacent to the number 7 tee box, where the staging area as well as the debris pile is for the work that they're doing on number 7. Stephen, what can you tell us about what's behind us?
So what we have here is about 50% of the old bridge. This will just be here temporarily until the trucks show up to haul this away. Probably by the end of this week, this should all be gone. And then over here on this side, we have the new materials, the decking, the pilings. There's a little bit extra here that will also be moved over towards 14 once they're done on 7.
Well, let's go ahead and show you what the new 50% looks like. Let's go take a look. On our way out to where the bridge was, Stephen insisted that we stopped and show you the progress on one of the surprises we have for you ladies here. This is the expanded tee box project on number 7. We are acutely aware that just didn't turn out the way that we expected or that you wanted. And we want to tip our hat off to our Greens and Ground Committee and certainly our board, who made this a top priority for us to include in the summer projects. Stephen, give us some details.
Yeah, absolutely. So we did all the sod cutting and stripping in-house, as well as we'll do the sodding at the end of the project. Glazed Golf Construction is going to come in. It'll be the same process that we did on our tees last summer. We'll laser level it. They're going to add their fill, their 70-30 mix, get it all laser leveled, expanded, and then, like I said, we'll come in and sod at the end of the project.
Well, we're here now on the fairway side of the bridge that's being replaced here on number 7. As you can see, they're very close to completing this project, and Stephen's been enthusiastic and very excited about the quality of the work and the efficiency of the work. Stephen, what can you add?
Yeah, so this bridge should be complete by the end of this week, and then this crew will move over to the bridge on 14 and 15. It'll look just like the bridge going from 7 and 8 that we completed right after the hurricane, with the Trex boards all the way across the top. We won't have the strips like we had before. It'll be complete 100% across the top, and should look very similar to the one going from 7 to 8, identical. We will have a little bit of concrete work, tie-in work to do on each end of the bridge that we'll complete after they're finished. Once we start our cart path work on 16 and 17, we'll probably come out to about this point here and have a nice seamless transition into the bridge, just like the one going from 7 to 8.
It's a really interesting process. This piece of machinery you have behind us is what's used to drive the pilings in. And one of the interesting things we found out as they removed the old bridge was really quite fascinating. Stephen, why don't you tell them the difference between the pilings from an engineering perspective, how it should be, versus what we found when we removed the old bridge?
Yeah, the old pilings were only in the ground roughly 3 feet. These new pilings, according to the spec, go in the ground about 12 feet. So structurally, I mean, it's going to be built very well and should last for a long time.
In addition to the summer project, which we just gave you an update on, which of course is number 16, the rock wall, as well as the bridge on number 7, as well as the bridge on 14 and 15, Stephen and his crew are very, very busy doing his summer annual agronomical practices. Now, he's already done all the verticutting on tees, fairways, greens, green complexes, and he's already just completed here very recently, actually this morning, the airification, his second airification on the greens. Stephen, how did everything go?
Everything went well, Tom. As you can see here, we're starting to see some really good rooting. That's all credit to the airifications over the past year, eliminating that organic material, really creating some nice channels for good rooting, good drainage. So yeah, very successful. Happy with the product that we have here. We'll have these cleaned up by the end of today, and then we'll top dress tomorrow, and then apply all of our fertilizer, soil amendments by the end of the day Thursday.
Well, there you have it. Stephen, again, on behalf of your fellow staff and the members, please pass on to your crew. We appreciate the outstanding job that you're doing, not only on the agronomical practices, but also managing nearly $1 million worth of summer projects that we've got going on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
And for you, our valued members, for those of you that are here, you're obviously watching this going on each and every day, and I know you share in our enthusiasm and excitement. For those of you who aren't, we look forward to receiving you back here at West Bay, where you can see all the progress that we continue to make. And the progress just isn't happening here on the golf course. We have already gotten word that the Euro walls, the big sliding glass window walls for the signature bar, as well as the main dining room in the golf house, have now been received and are scheduled for installation the week after next. So we're actually continuing to get put back together and are looking forward to an exceptional season right around the corner. We look forward to seeing you soon.